Hi, first time I've done this, so excuse if I start going and all that. Well, starting to get used to the way I am now. Making videos is really new for me of myself, hence using my laptop's webcam as opposed to like my other cameras and stuff. So when I play this back, I know it's going to be weird, but I'm going to put it up anyway just because fortune favours the brave. A little bit better at taking photos and stuff. It's really weird talking about image. Before, there's hundreds and thousands of photos of me, and I didn't give a monkeys really about those. I didn't care how I looked. I wasn't worried about if I was, stoned or worse for wear or dishevelled or sad or anything really. I would just mug the camera and that would be it really. But over the last couple of years and the last year, I've been fully aware of presentation. I roll fairly well, I think. The voice thing's weird. I've tried all that, going to a therapist and stuff, and it's a load of old rubbish really. So I'm just going somewhere where I'm comfortable. But I currently live with two deaf pensioners, so I have to shout pretty much all the time. And Ava, that's Captain Chaos, she has learnt to shout too. So I might wake up sounding like Helena Bonham Carter, but end up sounding like, I don't know. It's hard. I suppose when I move, and things will get better. Yeah, so this presentation game, it's weird. When I transitioned before, when I was younger, when I was a teenager, there was no fault involved. There was no fault involved about anything I did. I just did, But now, mid-40s, I'm fully aware that there's whatever I wear or whatever I look like, there's that added thing on top. When I was working, I was working practical clothes and stuff, but I was trying things out. But now, because I'm not working, I like what I like. I don't want to just talk about clothes. It's more about how we all have this internal setup, especially if you're trans or whatever. You have an internal thing about what you like, what you want, your dreams, your desires, how you want to present yourself to the world, and how you want the world to see you. But when you finally make the jump, it becomes apparent that the things that you like or that you want are maybe not practical. I don't know, it's weird. This is my first video, so I'm going to ramble. Like I type, I ramble. When I go out, recently I've had, like friends and stuff say, how they've found the shift surprisingly easy. Not that I give a shit whether they find it easy or not, but it's interesting to know how they feel about things, and we live in a visual world, and for them to say stuff like how you are now is weirdly a lot like how you was before, even though it was completely different. I know what they mean, because for me it's a continuous thing. Like, I'm not going to go job hunting this year. It's going to be really tough, so I'm not really bothered about oh God, getting a job and how I look. It's, it's going to affect what job I get. Fuck 'em. I've got things to do. Being little means that I've not had to think about things like keeping myself smaller, which was an issue in my previous life. It wasn't an issue for me, but it was very much an issue for other men, definitely. And I tended to be scruffily invisible. It's hard to explain what I mean. But now I'm very visible, and I hope that how I am during the day and how I, takes me over that that bump, of people going, ooh. I was in Tesco's. It's like a shop for non-British people, like a supermarket, and this supermarket I've been going to my whole life, and I saw lots of people there. I saw my aunt in there, saw family friends, I saw friends of my daughters, like mums and dads, and I don't know, maybe this is to do with a changing times, but they were, well, it was just fine, and they didn't comment on how I looked at all. It's a weird one. It's a brain ache. It's not a brain ache, but I think about it a lot, because I do just want to carry on as normal, really. Might do another one of these later.
Mm.